Well, hello everyone and welcome to New Horizon Racing League. Tonight we bring you in Singapore. However, due to bad numbers, we unfortunately have to make this our last race, won't we, Connor?
Yeah, it's a kind of a heavy-hearted decision, but I think it is the right one. It's not really worth everyone's time that we get some people wanting to, some people not to. I think it was just the overall bad timing from when we started racing. So this will be our last race, and we will be back though. Hopefully, we're going to give it a few weeks, or probably only a couple of months after F1 2018 comes out, and then if everything goes well, we should be starting season 2 towards the end of October and the start of November.
Yes, that is fair enough. However, you may have noticed that it doesn't look like we have bad numbers, but that is because we have made this an open lobby just because of it being the last race in it.
Yeah, we're just trying to get wherever we can, just have a bit of fun.
Yeah, so it is fun, but regardless of the fact that random people are here, there will the people who are in the league will still get points depending on where they finish.
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys that have come from like no man's land, I will give them some points, but not that it's going to count too much. I don't know, but to be saying, you don't even have a clue how quick these guys are.
Yeah, now we are getting under qualifying away. If that made any sense, it just came out my mouth there.
Yeah, it's fine. I just hope that Parc Ferme doesn't bother me too much, because if you've not noticed, or anyone hasn't been around Singapore before, it's a very high downforce track. Probably because, put it this way, like Venice, because the place is surrounded by water and the humidity, you get a lot of rising air, so you actually need a lot more downforce to stick the cars to the track. It's probably the highest downforce you'd probably need. So 1111 wings is probably going to be a very popular choice. I actually wouldn't recommend any less than 1010 wings, otherwise you won't have the grip coming around some corners, even around the slow speed corners.
That is true. Personally, this is probably the point of the season where I would start going bad myself. So. Now we're following a McLaren on one of the randoms. We probably won't follow the randoms too much unless they do something amazing.
I'm stuck behind someone. Can that Ferrari get a move on, please? Cheers, man.
We're looking at 2 Red Bulls here, and we're going to follow in. And I know the names differently, but that is the yes, that's a different name.
Yeah, he's just racing into a different game of tag today because he's been naughty in his other one.
I don't know what he did, but
I don't know why either, he didn't really specify. Oh, you're kidding me.
I heard that, you're not your wing, haven't you?
Yep, and it was one of the new guys. Oh, this is bad. I've actually got front wing damage, so I need to come back in. I hope this don't turn into Spa.
It's going to turn into Spa.
Nah, I know we didn't broadcast Spa, but even though Tekken had a huge penalty after Hungary, oh god, I can't even get in the pit lane. I said to him start from the back, and I needed to make sure he started from the back. But with the rules of the game, if you don't set a qualifying time, you then start from the back. Tekken set a very slow qualifying time for that race, and then I was too busy crashing out because for some reason I hadn't played F1 for a while and the setup wasn't right. I couldn't go through the first sector without losing my front wing. So that was a very interesting sparkle thing. It's hard to tell what these new guys are. I don't actually have a clue who's going to be on the podium.
He'll probably still be in Tekken because he is still fast. However, we don't know what setup is loaded up properly on this account.
I'm sure he probably knows all his setups off by heart. if I had a different account, I'd expect to have loads of different setups, or at least have the setups copied over. I hope so. It depends how many of them. Well, you're going to see a lot of people coming in and out because they'll realise it's qualifying. If any of them decide to stay, then they can take part. I just hope some of these new guys have actually got the common sense to actually know. I don't know if they know it's illegal, but obviously they wouldn't really do much professionalism. I don't think anyone's done really bad.
Well, one of the randoms just set on the benchmark of a 42.4.
It's not too bad.
No, someone's beat that.
Bad Boy is smashed. Yeah, Bad Boy, he raced with us at Spa. He is absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
he
he's
actually
not random?
No, he gave Tekken a run for his money at Spa.
Oh,
and if it wasn't for front wing damage with him at Spa, he had a running with a back marker. I think he would have actually won that race. Because that front wing damage, he had to do an extra pit stop, so Tekken was like over 20 seconds ahead of him at the finish line.
That is fair.
Yeah, about with the new guys, I hope they know that it is quite professional, so I don't really want to see huge crashes at the first corner. I mean, if they do, they'll probably just be blacklisted from the league. But there's not really a lot to lose for this race. Yeah, I can tell these guys they're quite clever. They're getting out the way of everyone.
Good, that's good. Have you managed not to get a damage wing yet?
No, I've gone further and I've not done a damage wing. My setup's actually not too bad either. I'm quite happy with this.
Hooray! Tekken, going through the bridge. I mean, I'm assuming that's a bridge. Camera angles are not doing justice here, but gives you beautiful buildings sort of lighting up different colours. Because Singapore is one beautiful track.
It is. Oh, you're kidding me! I've just hit the wall again.
Connor.
This time it was just a slight knock. Yeah, I'm aware of that guy that set up for the whole time.
No, I'm going to say, Connor, there are walls. Stop
I'm well aware
wide.
that there's walls. I'm not trying to. I'm like, oh, I've got a bit more oversteer. I can turn my car in a bit quicker, and it just gave up halfway around the corner.
That is fair enough. For some reason, Tekken has just got NC back in the pits.
I don't know if he'd be doing a setup change, although he's probably bricking it with all these other guys setting these perfect times.
Oh,
someone's retired.
No, I think he should said, no, that's enough of me qualifying, I'm happy here.
Do you know where that guy is qualified?
Third.
Too bad.
Accept me played. No, I think because it's like really chilled out at the moment, let's talk about the new game. The F1 YouTubers have been able to upload career mode. What do you reckon of the new game, Connor?
I reckon the Halo is actually going to wind a lot more people up than people will actually realise. I've seen only one video of one of my favourite YouTubers playing F1 2018, and you know from the cockpit cam with the Halo, he's driving the Sauber. You cannot see anything.
Oh,
It's really going to wind me up, and then it's going to have to be a bit used to drive, like, you know, because everyone drives with the TV cam, like that kind of camera.
Which one's that?
It's the one. It's the camera that's above everyone's head.
Oh yeah, I raced that one.
Yeah, it's they've actually moved that camera position a bit more backwards, so you can see a bit more of the noses of the cars. But that's just because the halos are actually quite distinctive. I think if they kept them in the position that they are, the halos would actually cover where some people will want their what's it? like, say if anyone races with the racing line, the halo would actually get in the way of the racing line, which is what I'm a bit worried about.
That is fair.
I've got front wing damage again.
Yeah, I've been looking at. Actually, he is currently on a hot lap, but he is randomly flashing fuel quickly. Yeah, but however, I did see a little debris flying from his wing, so he's got a tiny bit of damage. I see you in the pits.
Yeah, unboxing. I'm gonna see if I can fix my wing and get out again, but I doubt I'll be able to. Come on, Mercedes, do your magic.
These new guys definitely giving people one for their money, aren't they?
Yeah. I'll probably message some of them later if they want a seat for season 2.
Yeah, do that and see what happens.
Yeah. With the other bonus prizes as well, I think we offer bonus prize for pole position, fastest lap, and the most overtakes. It would be easy to say who's going to be the champion, but I need to. This is why we have a week from. Oh, I don't even have time to complete a farm lap apparently. Yeah, we need a week to get everything sorted, just to count everything up with everyone's overtakes and that. So are we going to do the presentation evening next week? I guess it depends on how many people turn up.
I guess it
Ah, what? I think I've literally just missed it. Oh, damn it. I don't have enough time to complete a lap. So I'm going to be driving around for fun. I'm just going to get a feel for my setup still.
That's fair. Yeah, shall I tell you what I reckon of the new game?
What?
I reckon it's going to be fun. It's a lot more things you have to worry about, because it's more like a simulator apparently. Which, to be fair, I don't really race in I don't know what F1 simulator is, but I would say it is doing a pretty damn good job of it.
It's definitely got the best. Say if you wanted a career from a driver's perspective, it's very driver based in terms of like a real life simulator kind of thing.
Yeah.
In terms of a racing simulator, I don't actually think it's there as something like Project Cars or Assetto Corsa. They've got proper good handling models where all the Codemasters ones are. They're not bad, they're just a bit easy to predict and they're actually quite easy to figure out. And it's just the feel, like F1 it feels a bit too soft, a bit too clean, where Assetto Corsa is a bit like more rough. It's just the feel you get from it, it's like the rawness of the cars that you're actually driving.
That's fair enough. Now, however, the ERS might cause me some problems. That would.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't actually think it will matter that much with people because they'll just be using it in a straight line.
Whoa, ho, ho, whoa, what happened there?
What? What's happened?
Whoa, ho, 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 who is in that Ferrari? Mushy fool!
I'm on board with that Renault, I just caught the end of that.
Actually, I think that was... Oh! The Renault of Bad Boy, I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know which one it was definitely Renault.
Yeah, it's definitely front wing damage on that Renault.
Yeah, there's a lot of coming together with the Ferrari of Machine. I know that it says there's two Mashies. This is Mashi 670, not Mashi LIT.
Mashi IT, yeah, I'd have a word with him about his gamer tag just to see how he actually pronounced it. I think it's just, it was either Marshall, like Back was saying, or Mashi IT. It's a bit weird. It's either a lowercase L or a capital I. It's really awkward.
I think it's an I.
I don't think.
Okay, we are back here for the race. And I think we probably have new people what joined through qualifying, but also Bob has appeared. So that's
how many drivers we got now?
I believe we got like 12.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have made it a 50% race. We weren't expecting anyone to turn up, to be honest.
Well, that's before we made it into a.
I'm a bit nervous now, if I'm honest.
Oh, whatever happens, by the way, Tekken is in third, by the way, so that'll be good. So anyway, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We are up here and there, but people have jumped the start. 2 people jumped the start there. Oh, that's a Renault swiped a Ferrari there. Oh, careful guys, careful, careful, careful. Don't reach him. Oh, there's contact.
There's Red Bull going really slowly.
I believe that would be King Martin's. Kingdom is fallen.
Turning to Craig Charles now.
No idea who that is, but we're going to continue. Tekken is up to second, and it is about 8 tenths behind. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Oh, bad camera angle. But it looks like one of the guys who jumped the start, the randoms, they think, we've had someone's crashed. Someone else crashed.
Yeah, just on the other edge of that tunnel.
The Renault of Awesome Dude.
Oh, he went too bad. He raced with us at Spa.
Well, he's not living up to the name Awesome today, has he?
No. To be honest, I don't think he did at Spa either.
Actually, 670 kind of pushed that Michael Fox a little too much, and the McLaren now is missing off of a wing. Whoa, no, it can't. That's even more wing he's missing.
Oh, Tekken's got a fight on his hand here.
Oh, Bob's crashed!
Whoa. What happened there in the last corner?
He must have took him at the last corner with too much speed and hit the white and red barriers that clipped slightly outwards from the corner.
I'm on the bloody podium.
4 people have bitten because of wing damage.
You're probably going to see a lot of people retiring from the session now because they're like, nah, I can't be bothered. But for some reason I'm setting purple lap times. That guy needs to be bloody careful who's behind me. Marshy IT right behind me.
Yeah, this is the main fight going on. Should I tell you something?
What?
This Blocks guy who set pole position is just getting further and further away from Tekken.
I'll message him after, letting him know what we're doing.
This is fantastic! Awesome Viewers left the sessions. I'm not surprised.
Don't blame me if you're retired, I don't really expect you to stay. Oh. I'll tell you what, Singapore is one of those tracks where if you carry too much speed and you brake just a bit late, you will hit something. And when you do, it is going to be nasty. I'm surprised I've got no damage yet.
Don't jinx it.
Talk about going out with a bang. I guess going out on the last race at Singapore weren't too bad.
Oh, well, wouldn't it be? It's a nice track to end on, night race, fireworks.
Yep.
Bad boys after session, obviously, because he's crashed. Man, that Ferrari's not leaving you alone.
No, and to be honest, I'm perfectly fine with him.
As long as he doesn't try and dive bomb you. Oh!
What the bloody hell is he doing?
Well, he's got DRS side by side!
DRS? Oh yeah, DRS is activated.
Oh, defense!
Ah, no, you went too deep.
Yep.
Ah, I've gone too deep.
Ah, Don't hit the... Don't hit... If a mash is pitted. Oh my giddy aunt. Wow, that has been an eventful first 3 laps. There's 15 to go. Everyone's quite spread out. You are the only guys who's close together. That Bricks guy is leaving them taking for dust at this point by 5 seconds.
I think that guy's like a proper pro.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Remember the moment Tekken crosses the finish line to declare him champion?
If he does.
If not, we'll give him a shout out at the end of the race. I think with the podium interviews, you're probably just going to have Tekken. And the guy behind me, if he keeps up.
He's got a penalty.
Exceeding track limits, probably.
Yep.
Hang on, who's in front of me? Is this a back marker? It's one of the guys that's retired. His ghost car's in front of me. I wonder if you can get slipstream off a ghost car. Oh, whoa, whoa, what's he doing? Bad move there, mate. You've just gone and messed that up for yourself.
I know that you probably can't get slipstream, but I know you can get DRS off ghost cars.
Yeah, you should be able to get slipstream as well. I think it will give it you up until the point, like, at the point of contact, if you know what I mean. Well, the ghost cars are still getting blue flags. Oh, God.
It doesn't have a lot of wind, the Ferrari.
Who's behind me? Bob's on the softs.
Yes, he is, but he cannot take that corner properly.
Oh, there we go.
You made it 6-2. Oh, yeah. And that's a yawn.
I'll tell you what I did forget about. Singapore is the longest race in terms of lap time. Not that we need any more Spa references, but Spa is the longest track on the F1 calendar. But I can't remember if Spa's even the second longest lap time. I think Baku's actually the second longest lap time.
No. I am pretty much sure the Singapore lap times are quicker than the Spa lap times.
No, they're not.
I don't agree with that at all.
Sorry, but you can get around Spa now in like a 1:30 something.
I know you can, but you can also get in 1:30 in this round. It's really hit and miss. They're very close.
You probably have to have another race around Spa at some point. But I know for a fact because it's discussed on real live F1 that Singapore is the longest lap in terms of race time.
Well, I got a phone on the left of me. I can just Google that.
You're free to do what you wish. I can't believe how quick you guys are ahead.
Bob Scott's got a penalty, and so has a technical.
I didn't even think I have a warning yet, let alone a penalty. Oh, my pit window's open. I'm not too bothered because of that Ferrari behind me. He's definitely going to have a front wing change. Yeah, I'm boxing at the end of this lap.
It's fair enough, I imagine so. Mashi's pitted, by the way.
This race ain't turned out to be too bad, if I'm honest.
Blocks has a penalty too.
Well, it's the thing with some of the quick drivers, like, I think if they're left on their own, they can get round the lap time very quickly, but if you notice that they can't seem to race wheel to wheel, I know that Tekken's had instances with people when he's gone wheel to wheel with them, where it's like, do the right people actually win these races? That's a controversial question for you. Is it because they're quick or is it because they're good?
That I do not know. Maybe because they're good, hopefully.
You'd like to think so. Well, like I said, if Tekken becomes champion, he definitely deserves it because he's been the quickest. But at the end of the day, I guess it does come down to your pace. Some drivers will give you a headache more than others if you go wheel to wheel with them. I'd definitely give a driver a headache, even though I think I would actually come off worse every single time. I don't think I'm actually that good under pressure. I can only fend off people for so long.
That's fair enough.
Come on, Mercedes, do your magic. I'm watching him on the mini-map. Oh, come on, please. I'm not going to do it, am I? Hang on. That's Bob. Is that Bob or is that the ghost car? I think I've just been overtaken by that ghost car. Has Bob gotten past that Ferrari then?
Yeah, because the Ferrari pitted.
Yeah. Bob's going right to the end now. Right, let's dance. Oh, this is something that's going to go right down to the wire. I know for a fact that Bob's quicker than me. I can see him, oh my god.
We are pushed to the limit.
I'm trying.
So I type in what's the longest track, F1 track in terms of lap time.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the first track, oh!
Shit!
I just look up and just see you hit the wall. And
what the hell?
I'm so weird.
Oh.
Rageful silence.
Alco's joined, but it's a bit late. Do you know what the good news is about that? No matter what happens, I come at least 10th. Hang on, people. Oh, there's a Red Bull going backwards, and there's a Force India sideways. People are, yeah. Red Bull's crashed.
He's still going.
No, he's already left. The car's pulling off.
Oh, that's
Bloody hell, we're not.
Bob's got
It's a bit dramatic.
tired.
He's probably just adding up for all the penalties.
So
I think no, he got caught up in that collision with that Red Bull.
that must have been the case then.
All I saw was a Red Bull in pieces and a Force India going sideways. So something happened between them. No, I wanted something good, but wow. Right, I'm on board with the battle with the Toro Rosso and the McLaren.
Are you?
This looks like it's going to be very violent. This is going to end badly.
Why do I feel like this is a fight you'll probably get in real life?
What, between Toro Rosso and McLaren?
Yeah.
Probably.
So
Yellow flame, sector 1.
I don't see who it is.
It's some Williams.
Excellent stuff, excellent stuff, excellent stuff.
Well, at least we're getting some good racing.
At least some randoms coming, blah blah blah.
I actually can't believe I did that. I'm more annoyed that I've not even finished the race. If anyone wants to know how I'm feeling, just go and listen to Sebastian Vettel's team radio at Germany this year.
Or any track where he goes into a hole.
Nah. At Germany, he wasn't really mardy. You could hear it how upset he was.
Well, there you crashed in your own Grand Prix from the lead, and Conte sweared multiple times.
Yeah. But if anyone knows me, I don't actually swear that much whenever I'm on F1. I just tend to get upset. But do you seem to think you know something?
We've been open lobbies together before. When someone's taken you out, you have sweared.
Might have done. Only a couple of times.
I have an entire book. Oh, and the McLaren relatively.
It's like the McLaren's running over debris. Yeah, the fight between the McLaren and the Tar, so it's like the only on-screen battle. Everyone else is about 10 seconds apart.
Yeah, Oscar has a message saying just the Kingdom of Passion.
Yeah, that was even from the onboards. I looked at that and that was really. It was more confusing than anything. The thing is, the Red Bull, it didn't have enough damage to class itself as retired. The Kingdom actually left himself, but like it was so much debris all over the track.
Whereabouts in the track?
It was in Sector 3. I can't remember exactly what corner. I think it was that corner coming up to just before the grandstand. But you know that grandstand where you drive underneath it? Just trying to think of the corner. If you ride on board with the Ferrari of Marciati, no, he's got a little bit of a way to go yet. But it was on that straight just before that like right-hander, left-hander section. There's where I crashed. They've still got a bit of nothing. That's the debris that people are running over. Is my front wing. I don't even know how I did that. I know I braked the tiniest bit late, but it was more of I didn't even have front wing damage. My wheel shouldn't have come off. Yeah, the incident with the Red Bull in the Force India was coming up to the straight here. No, actually, it was the turn just before the flywheel. Like they went underneath the grandstand, and they must have had it coming together on it's the bit with the DHL sponsorship.
Okay. Taggins had to pit again. 4 laps to go, he's put on ultra soft, so he's taking his script. We probably won't have a post-race interviews, will we?
He says half the time that he wants to race people, and some drivers have gone into the pits to slow themselves down to give themselves a bit of a battle. I've had good fights with Psychomage by doing that. But he's got a fight. Has he finally met his maker?
What do you mean?
Because it's the first race where someone's actually beaten him off pace.
It must be true.
I know we've had winners before, but that's when incidents have happened and people have had a bit of damage. But those two have been flying like the whole race. I guess we can afford to use the time between him and Marsha T. It's about 20 seconds I think between those guys. so it's not a big loss. I'm just keeping an eye on what this Toro Rosso is doing with the McLaren. I think it might just be my. Oh, hang on, McLaren's had a bit of a tank slapper coming out of the exit of the tunnel. He's given the Toro Rosso the position, but I do think the McLaren is actually quicker.
He cut the corner low. He's given a penalty because of it.
Yeah, but I saw it when the Toro Rosso was behind. He wasn't actually gaining. Yet again, the McLaren wasn't really pulling away, so these two are very evenly matched.
That's fair enough.
I wonder if anyone's going to end up being lapped. I think we've got a ghost car that's being lapped.
The question is, can he catch up to that bit? Can Fifth catch up to fourth? Because that's the only thing he's riding on the stages of this race. He is in DRS territory in a DRS situation. But that not getting any closer because he's simply wide.
I still think penalties is going to come into this a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
I don't really think for the sake of the top three. I think maybe for the guys all behind, maybe from 4th, 5th and 6th. Because I know Marshy's 670. He's about he's about 9 seconds behind.
Oh, got yellow flag. I think it's one of the big guys going off. Right.
Yeah, probably just getting a bit of wind damage, probably. Yeah, the guys are 6th, 5th and 4th. Even though Marshy is about 9 seconds behind, I don't actually think he's been given any penalties. It's probably been given like 1, where I think the Toro Rosso and the McLaren have actually got like 2, maybe even 3. So yeah, in a way there's kind of a fight for 5th place.
If Mash wants to get to more likely to be penalties, he'll have to get a lot more closer, I feel. It's another penalty for our leader. So that's going to close the gap a little bit.
He looks like he's a little bit too quick for his own good. I'm right on board with me. He knows what he's doing. It's just like the margin of it being okay, and then it just going a bit wrong. This is why I don't actually think the Codemasters game penalties are fair, because what you just did was not worthy of a 3-second time penalty.
No, let's hope 2018 as well. I doubt it, but
I actually call it straight away and go, no. I actually bet the online experience of 2018 is going to be worse.
is that gun?
Well, that'll help his cause for the bonus prize.
Like, do you know when I actually entered them with the lap times in terms of length of lap times and whatnot before you crashed?
No.
Yeah. Can you guess what was the first amount of track to come up? What Google said?
What?
For some reason it said Silverstone. So yeah, never ride on that again.
Silverstone might be the longest pit lane. Like, actually, I don't know. I think Silverstone's the longest pit lane time. I think the second slowest behind that would be Sochi. But the actual longest pit lane in terms of pit entry line to pit exit line, that's not like where the actual pit lane starts and stops. You know those white lines that come out to designate you need to be in this white line to enter the pits? Do you know where those longest bit of, the longest bit of paintwork is for that?
Where?
Bahrain.
Ah, of course.
you think about it, you've got it's like the entire straight to go from pit entry paint line to pit exit paint line. It pretty much is that entire straight.
I suppose you're right.
When have I ever been wrong?
I'm not even going to answer that.
We're on the last lap now with little blocks. If he keeps it out the wall, he should be comfy for a maiden New Horizons win. Oh wow! What really does amaze me about the guys that are this quick, they can throw the cars around and they can keep them perfectly stable.
Oh,
whereas
no,
if we try to do it, it would be absolutely god awful. Just notice the gap between that Toro Rosso and McLaren is actually picked up.
Yeah, it's over 2 seconds. Which is...
Oh yeah, that back marker is actually Marshy 670. If he's lucky, he'll be able to hold him off to the line.
Well,
anyone gonna? Oh, it's going sideways. I can tell he's got his traction control off.
That's probably why he's so fast, but he's crossed the line. What the hell? Okay, I thought he was going to crash across the line there.
Dave, right on board. This guy, he's been a nightmare at some times. He's been an absolute joy as well. But I don't know. I don't know what you'd say to him in a nutshell, or how you'd even describe him. Quick, ruthless, relentless.
Where's it going?
Tekken Troga comes across the line to win the New Horizons Championship.
Woo!
Huge congrats to Tekken.
Yeah,
Let's see where...
Oh no! Third place has crashed.
Oh. Drama.
He's still on though.
Is that going to give the place to the Toro Rosso?
I don't know. No, I think he's got it, but if he's not careful,
oh yeah, he hasn't got a front wing. He has to be a bit careful.
10 seconds.
Oh, this might actually come down to the line. I doubt it, but please, Toro Rosso, please hurry up. Well, no, this Ferrari the Ferrari might put it in the wall coming around the last corner. Nah, he's fended him off. Or penalties.
Let's see it.
Come on, let's see this. No. Did you see how much?
Well, yeah, look at that, 3 tenths.
Oh. Absolutely gutted.
Well, that is the end of New Horizon. The random guys have definitely gave
us a bit of a watch.
Yeah.
I really hope the recording hasn't stopped.
It has not, don't worry. But it is about to. So, Connor, final words from the New Horizon.
I'm sorry in the way that we couldn't provide races like this all the way through the season. We are working to make it better. Viewers, please stick with us. We are not going to start season 2 until we have dedicated drivers. So, it all goes well. I'll see you in October or November.
Whatever. Well, when it comes to it, like you said, we've been your host, Game of Things, and Connor. We'll see you in the next game.